Today, I want to talk about pride. One of the most popular responses I get from Christians on my deconstruction content is that I walked away from the faith because of my own pride and my own will. And I want to unpack that because to me, this is a really great example of projection. When I was a Christian, I was a much more proud person. I believed that I possessed absolute truth. I believed that those who didn't believe what I believed were going to be spending eternity separated from God. I believed that my religion was not only superior, but the only correct one, and that everyone who didn't believe that what I believed was misguided. I legitimately, honestly, do not know if it gets more prideful than that. While I was a Christian inside these circles, holding these beliefs of mine that I just knew were correct, I was never accused of being prideful because within my Christian communities, my beliefs were constantly reinforced as true and correct. It's only now on the outside of it that I can see how prideful that really was. It was only after my public departure from the faith that this accusation started coming my way. My alleged pride is constantly weaponized in such a way that people are like, you just can't see it clearly because you're too proud. On the contrary, it was setting down my pride within this religion that opened the door to my religious deconstruction. Being unconvinced of all of Christianity's claims doesn't make me proud, it makes me honest. It was through humility, not pride, that I had to consume resources in opposition to my lifelong beliefs. Do people who are riddled with pride typically welcome opportunities for themselves to be wrong? My departure from the Christian religion absolutely came with a big price tag. Droves of community vanished into thin air, family relations were/are strained, our whole way of being and our whole life was altered. Deconstructing from a high control religion isn't a walk in the park. We had a lot to lose, and we lost a lot. When I think about the dark side of pride, I think about a person who is unwilling to be wrong in their own ways of being and thinking. I think of a person who is convinced of their rightness. I think of a person who has it all figured out and can't be told otherwise. None of these realities are possible to embody while deconstructing from a faith system that you've held for over 30 years. Here's the thing though, I am proud of myself. I do take pride in the fact that I had the courage to take a deeper look. I take pride in the fact that I publicly opened up about my departure from the faith, knowing that it would cost me. I've come to learn that often when we accuse others of various crimes, we are holding up a mirror to the issues inside of our own hearts. I don't mean that we should bypass the accusations that come our way. It's vitally important to take accountability for the harm that we do cause ourselves and other people. But I do mean to say that if we're willing to get really honest with ourselves, we can usually find inside of ourselves the things that trigger us most about other people. Classic example of this would be a closeted gay person being, one of the most loudest homophobic voices out there. All this to say, one great rule of thumb when tempted to accuse someone of a behavior is to look and see where that behavior might be existing in yourself. I don't claim to hold absolute truth like I did when I was a Christian, and the road to get where I am now was deeply humbling. I'm better for it, and now I get to live a very open-hearted, curious, and fulfilling existence.